Okay, so starting over, we're going to go over an anomaly on weather radar. We're going to go to this is my local news station. Their weather, so I can show you what the deal is. It's gonna have to cycle. Waiting. So this happened about 4 o'clock Central Time. And you'll see the whole pattern moves. It goes around in a circle twice. So if you actually look at these radars, like the TV stations have, I've noticed most of the TV stations websites basically are using the same software. So this one looks just like the one Dutch just pulled up there in Missouri. There was one I was using in Georgia or someplace like that that they had more controls on it. This is the what they allow you on here. It's not like running real radar software. Okay, so you saw that motion where all the storms swirled around on the map. So I'll take us over to COD. And nothing moves. Here we can put this in the same area. So we were looking down here at South Texas. That's where it was on that video I just watched. Here they are firing up, moving towards Texas. But nothing moves around. We'll take it in a little tighter here. So there's a very good reason why I use the software that I use. And with weather watching stuff, that's one of the cases where there are very good reasons why I've chosen what I use for this. COD is top-notch stuff, so you don't have to go buy expensive apps or anything. If you want to check out weather, it's kind of weird using their site, but it's excellent. So like I said, College of DuPage, their mosaic, their composite, which is basically like a, everywhere, covers the whole United States, is all of the single sites just layered on top of each other and put onto one feed. Now we're going to go over to MyRadar Pro. I'm going to go to Texas. See, MyRadar Pro is it's more consumer level. but it's also kind of geared towards aviation. There's a lot of pilot stuff, like this number 450 right here on top of this storm. That is the altitude of the top of the storm. So that's like aviation layer stuff. So I'm in classic mode. This is basically a composite. So this shows the storms everywhere, but your resolution's not quite as good. MyRadar's version of the composite, multi-radar composite, is very good. I like it a lot. Now they're new. This is their new high definition, and this does not work the same. This is modeled, and you can see, like this over here, you can see that this is not live data. This is modeled. It's based on real data, but they're actually using a computer to generate the imagery. So it's like watching a movie that's based on a true story, rather than watching real life video of what happened. Now we're going to go over to RadarOmega. Okay, I am in multi-radar mosaic. So they composite all of the radar data. Kind of, I don't know if I'd call it unique, but it's different than everything else I've used. So for one thing, when we're looking for radar beams or spikes, weird anomaly stuff, they usually don't show up on RadarOmega. But if you go to MyRadar and you use classic mode, they will show up, just like they show up on COD. So RadarOmega has their own system of how they composite the radar data together, and on this it also does not have, you have to, let's go back. I'm not sure what time it's going to put us at. Alright, we're going to go 200 frames. But that weirdness with the radar image moving doesn't happen on this either. So I seriously, I think it's I think it's their software. Whoever software they're using, I'm sure it's one of the big boys. The TV stations don't screw around with low end stuff. They're using software that's $2,000 or $3,000 a month probably. I don't know that that's what they're. Well, yeah, some of them do have. They come with a package to put on your website, for consumers to use. So no weirdness here. And then the real proof is when you go to a single site radar, you're getting live raw data from one site. So we're going to push this one to 200 frames. No wiggleness. We'll go up here to this radar site. .2:33, 3:30, 4 o'clock. No wiggleness in the storms. I think what they're doing, I think it's some kind of a maintenance thing where they're aligning the radar data on top of their maps and they're lining things up. So we'll go back to here and look at this one more time. There's the wiggle again. So that's my conclusion to it is, and that's what I came up with last time, because I looked at a lot of different radar at that point. Mexico is dumping their earthquake feed. That's what I came up with last time, is that is this software vendor's alignment, maintenance, or whatever. And I'd say this is similar to the future track, you know, the estimated future storm activity on AccuWeather, where it makes those vortex swirls. I think that's all software anomalies. So anytime you want to check something like this, COD would be the place to go. You don't have to have software for it other than a browser, and you have to get into it a little bit to know what you're looking at and how to use it, but I think that's the best way to go.